it's time to talk to some of the newsmakers, the athletes themselves, and we're going to start with wrestler Michael Petrella. So we're going to bring Mike up and talk to him about his regional championship, the 149-pound champion of the Central Region this year. Thank you. So, Michael, first off, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your regional championship. How does that feel to hear your name next to the word regional champ?
It feels really good. There's a lot of work that comes behind it and stuff, but I think being a natty champ's been one of my dreams, and this is just one step closer to making it happen.
Yeah, you come from a long line of successful athletes. Your dad has some pretty unique history here. He's an athletic Hall of Famer. He was a national champion, the first wrestler to win a national championship here at Baldwin Wallace, and he was also on the 1978 national championship winning football team. So was it a no-brainer that you were coming here to follow in Dad's footsteps, or did you have other options, and why did you choose to come to BW?
Well, of course, I love the guys here. They're really great guys, and just the level that I saw them wrestling at in the wrestling room, it made me fall in love with it. And just the way each guy, for a D3 program, it's really weird that there's this many guys that care, and I didn't see that really anywhere else, so it was a no-brainer.
And the family ties maybe help push you over the top a little bit?
It did help because, I wanted to be there with my dad's legacy and kind of basically top him. I don't know, I'm not like a bragging way or anything like that, but it really wasn't just because of my dad. It was a bunch of things. It's just a great school and a great community.
But is it cool, though, to have that in common with your dad?
Oh, yeah. My dad gets talked about a lot, and, yeah, the funny thing is when he won his natty championship, he won the same year with football. But not only did he win football, but he was the defensive player of the game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. But focusing a little bit less on Dad's accomplishments and more on what you were able to accomplish this weekend. You went 4-0 up at the regional tournament. You beat Mount Union wrestler in the first round. You got a decision over a Wabash competitor in the second round. Then you topped two more OAC wrestlers, one from John Carroll, one from Ohio Northern. How were you able to do it?
I just never stopped wrestling. That's one of my main things. I might not be the best on my feet and stuff, technically wise, but I'm pretty good on the mat, and I know that if I don't stop working, they can't beat me. So
you get two major decisions to close out. I mean, you shut out the John Carroll young man 8-0, and then over Chase Sumner of Ohio Northern, you earned a 14-4 major decision. What was it about those matchups? Was it anything familiarity-wise that allowed you to control those matches really from the start?
Well, the funny thing is I wrestled all four of my competitors that I wrestled throughout this weekend, and I knew coming in that each one wanted to get revenge back on me, but I just kept that mindset that I was just going to have the mental edge over them, and I'm not going to stop and stuff, and, get to my attacks, get to my stuff, and, yeah, get to it.
Earlier in the year, I had the privilege of talking to Coach Gibb about what he saw potential-wise for the team, and really just the camaraderie that everybody had, and it was competitive in the wrestling room almost to the point where the matches were almost, I don't want to say easier, but you had been so battle-tested in practice by the time you got to the matches, you were primed and ready to go. How nice is it to have that kind of competitiveness and spirited practice that really helps, as they say, iron sharpen iron?
I think I was watching the previous interviews, and Stan said that I've come a long way, which I think I have, and it's just I think I've gotten so much better just because of these guys that are in the room, because they may not be the best technically, but I know that every person wants to win, so it's just gonna keep making us better. Wrestling with Tanner and them, I know that I've gotten better with getting in a stance, because Tanner McHugh, he's really good at keeping his positioning, getting to his attacks and stuff, and I think just wrestling him in the room and wrestling Stan and wrestling Dalton, and all the seniors really helped me like focus.
So when you go into the wrestling room for practice, is it fun? Can you have fun knowing that you have to bring your lunch pail, the proverbial lunch pail, because you're going to have to put in a lot of work?
Um, there's some times where I don't want to work and stuff, but I guess Coach Gibbs always pushes me to that. But there's also times that we have fun and you know, we play dodgeball as a warm-up maybe or something like that. And I'd honestly say, like, I have fun, like, drilling and stuff and getting better. You know, getting in early in the mornings and just doing stuff that my body doesn't want to do, but I know that it's going to help me achieve my goal even better.
So you have this week off and you get set for the national tournament. What are you doing between now and the time you head out to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, to keep your body right, not do too much to stay in your routine? Like, what are the next 10 days like for you before you get out there?
Right now I'm really just trying to, you know, get my weight up so my body can recover and stuff. Yesterday I got in some treatments with our trainer and stuff. You know, got a recovery lift in, got some wrestling in this morning. Usually 10 days out from a tournament, I'll want to get like a couple days in the morning prior to our first practice and stuff. But it's really just, it's normal stuff, you know. You don't want to change up a routine or anything. It's just a normal match.
You have a lot of songs that you like listening to before you either practice or you get ready for a big tournament. Like, what was on your playlist on Friday and Saturday when you were going for the regional title?
I guess some Juice WRLD and Beast Mode, which is our coach's favorite song to play, especially during practice. So it's grown kind of fond of me. And we also have a guy on the team that's like kind of our DJ. He brings all the songs. His name's Jaden Hinton, but we call him Boogie. But yeah, he just plays a bunch of songs, and I don't know. I like it. I don't even know what they are.
You got to explain the nickname if you can.
Boogie?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he came into college, and that was like his nickname from earlier. I really don't know how it originated, but like, it's kind of just who he is. It's just a part of him now. It's just like, I mean, my nickname is Stank, and it's not just because people say I stank, but it's just because I mess people up. So, you know, that's it. Just things that like it might pop up. A nickname might pop up into someone's head, and it's just someone. It doesn't have to be related to anything. It's just there. Yeah,
when you're younger and something gets into the head of the seniors and the juniors, you know you're probably carrying that one for a while.
And especially if you don't want to be called that, you're going to be called that.
Yeah, you better get used to it. You better get used to it real quickly. Before I let you go, a couple more questions. How much are you looking forward to experiencing the national tournament with your teammates? You know, you're going with 6 other guys, you know, yourself and another champion, 2 second-place finishers and 3 third-place finishers, all of whom are expecting to make good runs and maybe put you in a position to win a team title. How much fun is that going to be going, knowing that you're not just by yourself?
Oh, it's going to be exhilarating. I can already feel it. I mean, I just had a little taste of watching a couple films of the national tournament and stuff, but I can't imagine. I haven't experienced yet, but I think it's going to be like it's going to be like every other tournament I was with them, but just knowing that everyone's there and have worked their butts off to get there and just to have fun with them and stuff. Yeah.
You go in ranked as the number 4 ranked 149-pounder in the country. Any pressure attached to that, or do you kind of carry that as a badge of honor and maybe a little chip that you're not higher?
I don't know. I really don't see it as that. I see everyone's rankings really, everyone says rankings don't matter and stuff, which they don't. So I just look everyone as a threat and just attack it that way, you know. I don't really want to, because if I look at it as, I'm 4, then it says that people are better than me. I just should say, well, I'm here and I'm ready to compete, and everyone else is trying to compete against me, so might as well try my best.
It's a good way to look at it. The only time the rankings matter is at the end of the year when you're number 1, right?
Yes, sir.
So before I let you go, there's one more question, and I was told by the sports information director here at BW to ask this specifically. What's the deal with you and Spud Nut Donuts?
Okay.
How much grief do you get over Spud Nut, and where does that originate from?
If Spud Nuts is watching this right now, please sponsor me. I'd be a great sponsor. Okay. I go to your donut shop 2 times a week with Boogie, and man, like, you know, you can get a half dozen for $7. Like, that's a deal. And I just found out about this. They make their donuts with like potatoes and stuff, which it's just unconventional, and it makes them taste even better. Yeah.
When you walk in there, what do you just go for whatever looks good that day, or do you have a specific one you go to?
I go to a specific one, yeah. I go, there's the cinnamon roll one, which is like just, it's cinnamon roll, like you can't not like cinnamon roll. And then I go to usually maple bacon because you got to get your breakfast work in, and then get a couple glazed because, you know, they're originals, and then maybe cream filled. And then the surpriser, this is a big one, cream cheese filled donut. You'd think it wouldn't be good, right?
I wouldn't think it would be good, but the way
good.
you're looking, it sounds like it's pretty good.
It's good. It's amazing. Yes, I'm a big donut connoisseur.
You're a wrestler, and you have to be conscious of your weight at all times. So if you go in and you get a half a dozen donuts, about how long does that take to wear off before you're ready to go again?
You know, probably about before practice. So if I get it at like 8 o'clock, you know, it'll be gone by 2. Because
the joys of having a young metabolism. We appreciate it. Well, Michael, thank you for being a good sport and talking about the donuts. I appreciate it. Best of luck in the national tournament, and congratulations on the regional championship. Well-deserved honor.
Thank you.
It's Michael Petrella, sophomore, 149-pounder, regional champion, central regional champion. He will be one of the 7, actually, Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets who will be competing in the national tournament next weekend. Right now, we're going to welcome in